most of the time you go into a changing room, you try on something, and your first instinct, cry.
While designers and shop owners alike are causing the size problems for women all over the world, they aren't the ones forced to crack the code on what size they are. Real-life women every day struggle trying to find clothing that fits, let alone clothing that makes them feel confident in themselves. Many are often disappointed and frustrated when faced with this challenge.
If you get one, maybe it'll be like too long on you, even if like the waist fits, or maybe the waist is too loose and the fit, like the length is perfect.
Well, am I a small? But I might not be a small, because then I have trouble sometimes when I'm not a medium. I'm not a small either, so then what am I?
The fitting room frustration comes when you pick up something that should fit you, but when you try it on, something about it doesn't work. The mental challenge of going up a size or asking for a different size can be tiring, frustrating, and even upsetting for many women. In a paper comparing women's clothing size to self-esteem, Kaylin Mahoney writes, "If a person feels good in the size that they wear or feels insecure about the size that they wear, it can lead to either high or low levels of self-esteem."
For a long time, especially like in my adolescence and like being a teenager, that was really rough for me, because I was like, well, I can't size up because now I'm going into like the plus size range, and I shouldn't be a plus size in the adult plus sizes while I'm 12 years old, you know?
But when you're in a dressing room, especially like growing up a little bit bigger than the rest of my friends, like everyone else they know their size, they're trying stuff on easily, and you're like, oh, can someone like run out and grab me a bigger one? And like, it gets very discouraging after a while.
A piece of clothing I repeatedly heard about was pants. Because of the uniqueness of each woman's figure, pants do not often fit the way that they should.
Jeans don't fit me. It drives me absolutely bonkers.
I could say like any time I bought jeans, I was so frustrated and really upset that nothing truly fit how it should.
So even when I go to American Eagle, which is one of my favorite places for jeans, I find even with the same type of jean, like straight leg or boot cut or whatever you want to call them, even with the colors, the same size will either be like too big or will not fit at all.
For many women, it is not just about making sure that the pants button, but also the length. Women's pants occasionally come in short, regular, and tall. These special distinctions often only come online and seem to be disappearing each day.
They fit really good, they look good, and they're short. And I was able to find them on the clearance rack, and they were short because they are discontinuing short at that store. I know, and so they're discontinuing it online too. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, because these ones fit perfect and they're short, but they're not gonna carry that anymore.
Almost always they don't have a tall in store. Ankle length means it's like mid-calf. Regular, sometimes okay if you're wearing high top shoes. It's just a struggle.
Taking away these options is only making things worse for women as they try to figure out what size works best for them.
But yeah, even just like, I'm like, oh, I know what size I am, but then I go to try it on, I'm like, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right at all, so that's always an issue as well.
I feel bad for the girls that are growing up right now because like it's confusing.
Sizing inconsistencies are a common problem that all these women have run into. One thing they can all agree on is the power of a good pair of jeans.
I just really love jeans. Like that's like honestly, I would wear jeans like over leggings like any day.
They fit great at the waist. They're the perfect length. I also like how they have like that thing where it's a little longer in the front and then like cut out in the back.
And I love them because they are super comfortable and stretchy, but they don't look like, what's the word? Jeggings.
These jeans fit my waist and fit the rest of my body as well, pretty well. And I always feel very confident. I'm not a belt person. I don't like wearing belts on my pants all the time. So if jeans can fit me without a belt, that's my tick.
As the clothing world continues to evolve, it is difficult to see whether those designing the clothes will listen to the women wearing them. As another generation begins their own adventure into the shopping world, here's the advice their older counterparts have for them.
You know, there's no shame in asking for a bigger shoe size. So why is there shame in asking for a bigger shirt size?
And it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you can go to a different store, you can get something that fits better.
It's okay to be you.
no matter what age you are, even when you think you're a grown adult, your body is still changing every year, every day.